Welcome back, everybody. I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial. Someone had asked how I move the camera around the way I do, so I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial on that. The first thing I do is whenever I install a new version of like a Firestorm or a Second Life viewer, one of the first things I do is I go to Preferences, and then I enable the Show Advanced Menu option up in the menu here. Let me see which. It's probably this one. So that enables this menu because that's normally not there by default. And then once I do that, the second thing I generally do is I disable camera restraints. And it's been a while since I played with these settings. They're just like, it's just kind of second nature for me now. So I may not get exactly the correct meaning of what they do, but I believe when you enable this, it allows the camera to pass in or through objects to a certain extent. But that was the next thing that I do, and the way I move the camera around is I generally just either hold down Alt and left click at my target, and that allows, and then I just move the mouse. I push forward on the mouse to zoom in, pull back to zoom out, and then left and right to cam around the object. That's basically how I move the camera around. And I think if you hold Alt and Control and left mouse button, it might do something a little different. It might do something a little different. I don't remember. I just do this now. It's just kind of second nature when I'm in Second Life, so I don't even remember what the differences are, if there is one. And when I let go of the keys and the mouse, you'll see my camera float a little bit. Once I let go of the controls, it just kind of floats and goes to that slow stop instead of just stopping immediately. What that is under Preferences, is it move mouse? Oh, now I forget. Oh yes, this is it. Move and view for Firestorm. I don't know what it is on other viewers, or if it's even available in the default Linden viewer. But smoothing, this is normally, I think, at 0. I bumped that all the way up to 9, and that creates this little smoothing effect as soon as you let go of the controls, and then it just kind of coasts to a stop. It gives like the nice smooth feel to ending the camera. So, like panning around, I let go, and then it slowly comes to a stop. So that's how I manipulate the camera in Second Life. It's a lot different than a lot of other games. It can be a little daunting at first for some people, I think, because the learning curves, the controls are just was entirely different from most games when Second Life came out. They really wanted you to move around with the arrow keys, which is, I don't know why the hell would you want to do that. I mean, my hand always goes to WASD to move. It seems cumbersome to have its one hand on the mouse and one hand on the arrow keys to move. But hey, that's just me, and that's how I move the camera around. And for anybody that's new, here's a little tip. If you, let's build, what do I want to do? Yes, I want to click that. I'm just going to make this big, and then I'll show you what happens. And then we're just going to make this transparent. So, say if I wanted to cam at the bonsai tree there. I'm going to mouse over it, hold down the Alt key, and then left click. Oh, it actually didn't work, but sometimes it didn't. It didn't do what I expected it to. Sometimes invisible prims will get in the way, It's probably not a good example because maybe the prim is too close to the object. What if I back it up a little bit? Oops. And then say if I wanted to cam. Oh yeah, so this is a better example. So let's turn off that. I'll mouse over the object, hold down the Alt key, click. Oh, it didn't do it again. Sometimes, well, anyway, sometimes invisible prims or invisible objects in general will change the focus. You'll actually be focusing on the object in front of you here instead of what you expected to be the bonsai tree behind it. So it's just a thing to watch out for. So if you're like, why can't I cam over there? How come this isn't working? There might be like an invisible object in front of you. But yeah, that's my kind of super simple tips on manipulating the camera in Second Life here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. If you have any other questions on how to do things, let me know. I'll try to help you out. Been in Second Life for like 10 years now, so I'm okay with it. Not the best, but I get around, and yeah. So fire away, and I'll try to answer any questions as best as possible. Or if you want any other tutorials, let me know. I will try to do them for you. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.